talk about Russia, huh?
Yeah.
No? No? Kim and Kanye? Huh? I want to know what y'all want me to talk about. Say something. Yell something out right now. Go.
Birthday.
My birthday? Okay, fine.
How old are you?
How old am I? You can't ask somebody that. I'm kidding. You're the old lady who's been laughing at all the pervy ass jokes all night. Every time one dick joke comes, your old ass is like, dick pills! I use them and love them! Alright.
That's right.
She didn't lie. I wasn't lying, y'all. She is dead serious. She likes sex. She said they work. Pretty sure that's what the clinical trial was for. I posted on my timeline today at 5:30 this morning. I said, do not post happy birthday on my timeline today. Because the stress I will give myself for not being able to respond to all of these fucking things far outweighs the joy I will get from reading happy birthday on a platform I barely use. If you have my phone number, please text me. If you do not, send money. That's all I put today. And then I put all of my Cash App platforms. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all on there. Turned my phone off, went about my morning. Had a great morning. Got coffee, smoked a bunch of weed. At the same time, y'all, I'm living in 2022. Hung out with a bunch of friends, went out to lunch, had breakfast, went back home, opened my phone. 79 people wrote on my fucking wall while I was gone. 79 people. 16 people commented in the post telling people not to post on my wall. And you know what they all posted? Sorry, I already posted on your wall. Now you posted twice! You've now doubled my stress on my fucking birthday. And I thought I could have a nice time when I just come down here and vent about it. And this asshole proposes to his girlfriend. Steals all the energy, and now he's somewhere having I'm engaged sex right now. Piece of shit. I hope he's in love. I'll text him later about this, tell him how pissed I am about how he tanked the rest of his show with his love. Don't you know we got problems out here? I got in great shape during the pandemic. Any other serial killers out there? Huh? Just me? He said that shit, I couldn't help but think, I got into fantastic shape during the pandemic. It was all the bodies. What's that? I do? I do what? Oh, I do look fantastic. Thank you so much. She wants some dick. He's like, it's his birthday. Shit it. You know what? I'm 36. Fucking who into the second half? Fucking old ladies. Who knows? Who knows? The world is backwards right now. Old ladies? No, I had a set, but this is much more interesting. The oldest lady I've ever had sex with was, I believe, 45 years old. And you know what we did after we had sex? We made a pumpkin roll. And I was like, yep, this is worth it. It's a true story. The world's backwards. I don't understand shit anymore, man. Every time I turn on the phone, it's all like Kim and Kanye, and Russia and the Ukraine and shit, right? Cryptocurrency, SpaceX, all this crazy shit. Isn't it crazy how like 2 years of lockdown advanced all of our social media, like 50 years in the future with all the shit that we learn every day? Like the world is moving fast as fuck now, man. My daughter's 10 years old, she had her period. Kids are just aging faster. It's like a legit weird ass thing. My daughter was in kindergarten, she lives in Petoskey, Michigan. Y'all been there, white people? You've been there, right? Petoskey, Michigan. It's way out there, way the fuck up here. She lives up there. There's some weird ass kids that live up in northern Michigan. Cause like the farther north you go, you're just like in the south for some fucking reason. It's weird, man. You know, you get there when you cross the 45th parallel and a giant Trump poster. It's not even Brett Office anymore. Like, y'all doing the right thing up here. All the country music stations are playing Garth Brooks and Tanya Tucker. That was for y'all. That was for the white people right there. The Tanya Tucker polls, y'all like that shit? All the black people are like, who the fuck is Tanya Tucker? Y'all don't even know who the fuck Tanya Tucker is, do you? She's a country icon. They don't know who the fuck Tanya Tucker is. I'm gonna tell you one little fast fact about me right now. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, born and raised and shit. First concert I ever went to, Tanya Tucker at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee. Second concert was 3 months later, Usher at the Palace of Auburn Hills. I'm worldly, nigga! I'm worldly. This has been a great birthday. Had a weird week. I've been thrust into a fast track my career. I got depressed for the first time in my entire life and shared it with everybody on social media, and that's what got through to people. I delivered quality content to people through my social media for 8 years. Shit that I would think about really long and hard, and I would like be thinking that this is like the next God's gift to comedy, and this one's gonna be a viral video, and I spent all this time on it, and nothing clicked. And you know what clicked? Crying once on camera. That's all it took. I was surprised, man. One time I was like, you know what, I've had a hard day. A tear came out, 30 followers. I was like, oh shit. Trend here, man. People like people being real. I got a little too real once I stopped having all my income rely on people that have followed me on Instagram now. You guys will be really surprised how freeing it is to not have to report to a boss ever, or be married, or have like a kid that lives with you. I love my daughter fantastically, but the fact that I have a freely traveling lifestyle, it works out that she's up in Petoskey. I enjoy the fuck out of it. I can say whatever the fuck I want at all times. It's great. So I decided to say whatever the fuck I wanted to the mayor the other day. Because, you know, that's what you do when you're under the mayor, right? No, you, not you. Just me? Just me? All right. All right, you guys don't want to hear shit about politics. We're going to move on. You like Kanye West? Do you know who Kanye West is? More of a Kim fan? You're a Pete Davidson fan, aren't you? Yep, there it is. You can always tell who the Pete Davidson fans are. They're like the ones who look for somebody who's a train wreck, right? That's the people who love Pete? Yeah, okay, I thought so. Everyone's shitting on Kanye West right now, but I feel like Kanye West is the prime example of the power of love in 2022. It's true, man. That dude is doing all the same shit that every single one of you have ever done when you've been in love. Except he's doing it with $1 billion is the difference, you guys. Like, you've been in love before, and you all followed the same steps that Kanye West followed through his spiral he's on right now. If you all follow this shit, Kanye West, big famous rapper, billionaire guy, dated Kim Kardashian, fucked the dude once. He's a very famous guy, and they got married, and they got divorced, and he got his heart broken and shit, right? And then he made a shitty album, and sold out an arena so people would listen to his shitty album, and then he fell in love with Drake, and then he got crazy and dated a model and shit, and then he bought her a diamond necklace, and then he cried about that, and he bitched about Pete Davidson, and he posted a bunch of shit on his social media, and then he deleted it all, and he got pissed about all his kids being on TikTok all the time, and they deleted all that shit, and they just put a bunch of ugly ass Gap clothes on Instagram. Did you see that? Y'all see that? That's what we all do when we are depressed. The first thing he did was lock himself away, right? We all lock ourselves for 2 weeks by ourselves, right? We just do our own thing. We all do it at home, we munch on shit. Kanye's got $1 billion, so he did it in a full-blown arena. He just rented out an arena and said, I'm gonna be alone in here. That's not that different than you and I. If you had $1 billion and you could run out the fucking Georgia Dome, you'd do it, right? I don't want to cry on the 50-yard line. You're dope. And you slow link photos of how depressed you are so people can kind of catch on to the fact that you're sad, so they continue to sit like, hey man, what's up? Like that kind of shit. Kind of did that. Just put a little picture of himself. Anybody else follow this Kanye shit? Should I abandon this joke? Give me a round of applause if I should abandon this joke, because none of you have followed this story at all. What do we want? I'm not going to torture y'all. Y'all want to be here. Shit. Sure I want to torture you? This horny bitch. What the fuck? My mother is a very cool lady. She lives in Kentucky. I'm adopted. That's why my pants fit. She's white. Her family all grew up in Kentucky and shit. So when my dad died 5 years ago, she packed up her shit. She moved in the hills of Kentucky. When she did that, I've been doing comedy for about 3 years. And every time I go to the east side of the state, she lived in Detroit, I'd be like, Mom, come see me do comedy. She never would. I'd be like, Mom, I'm doing the Comedy Castle in Royal Oak, Michigan. I'm featuring there. It's my dream gig. I've been talking about this with Dad forever. I want to go with this. I want you to come. I got comp tickets for you. Just bring your friends and shit. And she's like, I can't. I'm going to a NASCAR event in Houston, Texas that day. I was like, Mom, this show is 6 months from now. You already got these tickets? She says, Scott and I are going to get them. I'm like, who the fuck is Scott? Mom. She says, don't worry about it. I said, fine. 5 years pass. And I decided, I'm gonna make it so she cannot avoid seeing her son perform comedy. So I booked a tour. And you know where the tour ended? In Louisville, Kentucky. And it was in a hotel, in a banquet room. So she had no excuse. I was gonna pay for her gas, paid for her room. She had no excuse, and she actually came. It was awesome. She sat there for the first time in my entire career and listened to me do comedy. She had a fantastic time. On talked, and everyone laughed, and afterward people were asking me about my social media and buying my merchandise. My mom was just sitting there, and she walks up to me, and she says, didn't think you'd be that good. I was like, is that way with the Houston 5 years ago, you piece of shit? Like, what the fuck? So she says, let's have a drink at the bar. I had never had a drink with my mom before. This was 4 years ago. I had never had a drink with my mom before. She was not a big drinker, apparently until she met Scott. She says, let's go out. Louisville's a fun town. I'm like, what the fuck you know about fun? Like, let's go. So I go out with her and Scott. And we're sitting at the hotel bar, and I'm having a little drink with her, and these three ladies come and they sit down next to me and start talking. We were just in the comedy show, and we thought you were just so funny. Oh my God. The jokes you were telling about your mom just had us in stitches. And I was like, oh yeah, this is her right here. And they were like, oh my God, that's mom! Not you, that was poorly timed. Oh, you would have been in on that one. All right, never mind, we're moving on. Nobody tell her. Don't even tell her when she asks later. So be everybody's secret for hers. We're gonna all take it to her grave with us. She said, oh my God, that's mom? I said, yeah, that's my mom. She says, we have got to drink with mom tonight. I was like, my mom doesn't drink that much, she's probably gonna go up to her room. She's like, okay, let's do it. I was like, the fuck? So we went out, we told Louisville a new fucking asshole, man. And then at the end of it, I was talking all sweet and get up on a lady and stuff. I was like, okay, well, I had a hotel room, yeah. I'm a grown ass fucking man, you know, just headline a show and shit. End of a tour, you know. I might want to have sex with somebody, shit. I might be like that lady, you know what I mean? I said, talked to her, I said, I want to go upstairs. And I said, Mom, I'm leaving. And she said, is that girl going with you? I said, yes, this woman's coming with me, yes. She says, so what do? You just travel the country, telling jokes, and sleeping with women. And I was like, when you put it like that, yes, that's what I did. And then she's just like, make sure you wear a condom. And I was like, thanks, Mom. It was the second lesson she ever gave me in my entire life. You know what the first one was? She's white, like I said. My whole family was white. We lived in a little white house in the middle of the ghetto. It was very unusual. It's why I can plant her both ways once black people realize I'm not a threat with my chosen spoken words and shit. But I had to get over that shit with me. Like, whenever my black friends would meet me first, they were thrown off by the fact that I, quote, talked white. That's what they said. Yeah, you talk whiter than a motherfucker. Well, yeah, sometimes I suppose, man. You know, I don't see what your query is right now. My mom had a weird rule every time I wanted to buy a rap album, she had to listen to it with me. We used to go to this place called Harmony House in Detroit. It was like an old ass record store and shit. You could go there and listen to the CDs before, like, you know, you bought them and shit. And so I wanted to get in touch with my blackness. And so I said, Mom, I would like to purchase the album Niggas with Attitude, Straight Outta Compton. I want that album. I want NWA, Straight Outta Compton. Can I have that? She says, yeah, but you know the rule. I said, I was afraid you were going to say that. So she takes me to Harmony House and we listen to the entirety of the album, Straight Outta Compton by NWA. I don't know if anybody's ever heard this album. It is not, I guess what you consider in the 90s, white friendly. So we listen to it, the whole thing, front to back. And we put it down, and she says to me, son, I can see you really want this album, and I can tell this band is significant to you. And I said, oh shit? And she said, I just have one problem. There was a line where a gentleman says, if I catch you at a show in the front row, I'm gonna call you a bitch or a dirty ass hoe. She probably paid good money for those seats. I'm just like, oh, you're right, fuck. You're so compassionate, Mom. Hey, I might know it's my birthday. If you got weed, give me some.
Sports?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. You like, what's your sport of choice? Go, no, I asked you sport. Football! Bros. Good for you. You know, for me, I feel like it's just like, sports are like reality TV for dudes. You know? I love the Bravo channel, but like dudes turn on the TV and they're like, oh my god! Like, why do you know like how many yards he got the past 3 seasons? Why do you know like his coach from high school's name? Like, why do you know that? Sports Center, I don't care. I just think it's weird. all those other dudes, but like just think about it, it's a little homosexual. Do you hear me? Anyways, yeah, so I'm single. It could be because I won't pretend to like sports. That could be part of it. I actually spent 3 years manifesting a perfect relationship. Thank you for laughing. It didn't go well. And I put a lot of work into it. Like I was like, I'm not gonna have sex for 3. Well, it started as just like 1 year. Then it turned into 3. Celibacy. It's like a spiritual thing. I don't know if you guys have ever tried not fucking for the God that you like, but I tried it. And it took me 3 years to find a relationship still. And that one went bad. That man said the N-word to me. Not like, spell your, but it was like, in my living room, a cappella, he was singing NWA. So he goes, shoot it, cause he's black. And I'm not gonna say the N-word, cause I'm only half black. I don't feel like I can. But he said it, and he's white. And I didn't know what to do. You're all white. You probably would just let him do it. So I let him do it for like that day. But I held it inside, like as like, I'm angry, I'm internally angry about this. What do? I'm dating a man who said the N-word a cappella? So a couple weeks later, we're still fucking. He's my neighbor, it's convenient. And I think something just came over me. Like, we were going to, you know how it goes. You know what sex is like, guys. But I put my finger in his butt. Yeah. I don't know why I did it either, except like, internal rage. But he didn't like it either, guys. He went completely soft. Yeah. And we both just tried to pretend like it didn't happen. It's only like someone you can be like this, you know, like it's over. My finger's over here. It smells like that. And I know he smelled it. It took him 30 seconds to go, you wash your hand. But yeah, I still stay together with him for like another 2 weeks. So we're friends. It's fine. But his butt did stink. I'm pretty sure NWA should have stood for not liked ass. Thanks, that's a new tag, thank you. Oh man. But yeah, so anyways, I'm in therapy. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I need it. I need it. It's not real therapy that I signed up for though, it's like one of those apps. It's called BetterHelp. There's a 10% off coupon, so I downloaded it. But so far it's going pretty well. When I signed up, there was this huge questionnaire, and it reminded me of the last time I signed up for OkCupid. Have you ever signed up for OkCupid? Of course not. Who's 20 to 30 years old and has been on OkCupid and sad? You're too young. Anyways, this is a joke for the OkCupiders. So the questionnaire was like, what brings you to therapy? And I'm like, I didn't have a dad. And then the question was like, great, okay, so what are you looking for in a therapist? And I was like, validation. We just talk for like 6 months, I'll ghost you and just forget about this. Like, I just need someone to listen. That's why I'm here. No one gets this OkCupid joke. Fuck you guys. Okay, so I'll leave you with this last thing. So, shut up. So, I'm in therapy. My bloodline's fucked, guys. Like, I have a cousin that offed himself. Hey, Aaron. What's up, buddy? I love life. So, I have a cousin that killed himself. I wasn't going to tell my therapist about that because it seems like too real. So, I told her about my cousin Joan. She wanted to know, like, how has mental health affected you? And I'm like, my cousin Joan is crazy. She's 70 years old, she lives alone, and she's technically less single than I am. Because she's talking to a man on WhatsApp. His name is Vin Diesel. What? Yeah, And we've all told her, no, it's not. Stop sending him money. But she won't stop sending money. And you know, there was this one time he was going to come to Grand Rapids and visit her for, you know, a romance thing. But then his private jet ran out of gas. So she sent him more money. It's like, I don't get why she'd even be into him. He's bald. I don't get it. Too fast, too furious. Too fast, too furious. Wow, okay. Love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here.
My name is Brian. As Brian said, I'm Brian A. He's Brian B. We live around the corner from each other. That is all true. And I used to work in radio. Ooh. Yeah, I worked in radio for a long time. My wife is totally used to my radio voice. I come home tonight, I'll walk in the door. Hi, honey, it's 5 minutes after the hour. 35 degrees outside. Lights of moderate traffic on the surface streets, and I'm home. Yeah, we have a lot of fun like that, which is great. I worked in radio for a long time. I got fired from a radio station after I came out of a Def Leppard song and said, now there's a band I'd give my left arm to be in. We have the Def Leppard fans over here. For you guys. Their drummer was in a terrible car accident and he lost the left arm. He could still drum, which was amazing. He still, you know, was able to perform, which is just fantastic. And there is nobody I would rather sit next to on an airplane. Get that whole sweet armrest all to yourself. Man. Some people find that joke disarming. All right, I'll cut it off. All right. Yeah, we live in such a divided society. It's not like, are you red, are you blue? And I don't care what kind of Charmin you use. It's all good. Have you seen the Charmin commercials with the bears? You know what I'm talking about? The bears, they're really cute and everything. There's one where they're fighting over whose underwear is sitting on the floor in the bathroom. They're not wearing clothes. Apparently, Goldilocks wears tidy whities. What I can't figure out is why did Charmin say, you know what we need? We need a cartoon bear to represent toilet paper. So the only question is, does a bear use Charmin in the woods? See, I didn't think that was very funny either. I think it was a dumb idea. And bears don't have a great track record of wearing clothes for that underwear thing anyway. Winnie the Pooh is not known for wearing pants. Yogi the bear, necktie, collar, hat, no pants. Paddington bear, raincoat, no pants. That's creepy. Alright, I just thought of that one the other day. I'm like, you liked it. That's nice. I have found that I just got some new underwear. Well, new to me. I shop at Goodwill. Honestly, please, do not donate your used underwear at Goodwill or Salvation Army, wherever you want, thrift stores, whatever. If you want to support that and you want to bring them underwear, go to the store, buy a brand new package of underwear and donate that would be more helpful, because having done a little shopping there recently, I can tell you in the underwear department, the distressed look is in. It's not okay. Oh my gosh. I said before, my name is Brian. It's a very simple name. It's B-R-I-A, and it is not complicated. But every day, I get a text or an email or something, and somebody misspells my name, and it comes across like a part of the human anatomy. Thank you. Yes, thank you. We have some lovely parting gifts for you right here. There's a guitar and this stool. And that's an actual stool, not the kind that's going on with the Charmin bears. I just told a poop joke. So my name is Brian, and they spell it wrong in an email or a text to me. It happens all the time, and they say, "Dear Brain," but when they do that, I feel like I have permission then to spell their name wrong. So I will just write back, "Okay, liver. Sure thing, spleen." And then my friend Bob, I always spell his name with 2 O's. I call him Bobo. And I'm a little sensitive about this just because, my name gets messed up all the time. Are there any people here named Karen? All right, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm so sorry, the way that we've been taking your name in vain for the last few years. It's not okay. It's wrong, and I'm sorry. I just met somebody the other day named Karen, and I started to apologize to her, and she stopped me, corrected me. Of course she did. She said, "No, Brain. My name is Karen, but I'm not a Karen. In fact, I spell my name C-A-R-Y-N. Oh, Karen. You're the Karenest Karen who's ever Karened. You're such a Karen that when your parents named you, you asked to speak to a manager." I don't know if you guys anybody doing, I know our Laura and you guys did some traveling recently, which is great. I'm glad to see people getting out there. I haven't done a whole lot myself lately, but I am so in love with the TSA. They do such great work. They work so hard. I say hats off to them. Also, jacket, shoes, belt, everything out of your pockets. The great thing is that when you do travel and you go through TSA, you put everything you own on that conveyor belt, and when it comes through, if you hurry up and get around to the other side quick enough, you get a whole new wardrobe for your trip. It's great, I recommend it. But we went to Mexico for our anniversary trip, and it was really nice and everything. But I learned a few things. The number one thing that I learned is that I do not speak Spanish. I mean, I speak Spanish. Yeah. Hola. ¿Dónde está el baño? Okay, nobody speaks Spanish in here. That means, where is the bathroom? It's very important if you get over there. But it was amazing. I was trying to learn some new words and so on, and I tried new food, and I tried fish tacos for the first time. I didn't know they came in flavors! We cannot let the Oreo cookie people find out about the fish tacos, because they'll do it. Have you seen the flavors? They've got vanilla Oreos, chocolate Oreos, cinnamon Oreos, lemon Oreos, mint Oreos. They've got thin stuff, double stuff, mega stuff, more stuff, s'more stuff, and cookies and cream stuff. That's right. Oreo made an Oreo flavored Oreo. Oh, it's funnier than that, come on. So I'm just waiting for them to, kind of take that whole set of flavors and move on to the next things. We had our run of Monster cereals for Halloween. Did you guys get in on that at all? Yeah, you have the Count Chocula, the Blueberry, Frankenberry, and then they were testing out that new flavor, the most terrifying Monster cereal of all, the basic white girl cereal. Seen that one? Yeah, it's pumpkin spice flavored. And the marshmallows are hazelnut. It's terrifying. I just hope that they don't translate over to the Girl Scout cookies. Did you guys see your dealer yet this year? I gotta be careful with those. I gotta make sure that those Thin Mints, I gotta eat them just one at a time. Sorry, that's one sleeve at a time. Man. I don't really have a joke about Girl Scout cookies. That was just kind of a tag along. Oh, you want some more?